Hi all, welcome back. Before going into the details of OAuth2 flows, we need to understand various actors involved in OAuth2 authorization flows. So the first actor is a resource owner. So resource owner is the end user who authorizes the client application to access resources on their account. For example, the user of Google Photos can be the resource owner. The photos or the API performing operations on the photo like download photos, create album are resources. Next actor is client. Client is the application that wants to access data or perform actions on behalf of resource owner. In our example, photo editing application is a client application. Next actor is a resource server. Resource server hosts the protected resources of user. In the API world, where the API resources are hosted. If we consider our example, Google Photo API server is our resource server. Access to the API resources is allowed only after the client has been authorized by the resource owner or the user. Next actor is authorization server. Authorization server validates the identity of the user and then issues the access token to the client application, which can be used to get access to the resources. So the authorization server knows the resource owner, where the resource owner already has an account. Authorization server also knows the client application, where the client application is already registered with the authorization server, and the authorization server issues a client ID to the client application on registration. So the overall flow works like this. Resource owner has an account with the authorization server. Client application is registered with the authorization server, and the authorization server issues client ID and client secret to the client application. So whenever client application want to access a API resource, it obtains access token from authorization server. In order to obtain access token from authorization server, it first need to get permission from the resource owner. Once the resource owner provides the permission, authorization server issues access token to the client application. Client application uses that access token and calls the API resource. You will understand this in more details when we'll talk about the authorization flows. There are different authorization flows depending on the applications we are using it for. You'll get clear picture on how the whole flow works over there. Thank you. See you in the next lecture.